Man sees a car plunge into a field, but his first thought was not to save the man. Instead, he quickly went to the middle of the road, took out a pair of pliers. He hastily pulled the nails out of the ground. That's right, he had nailed all these nails to the road. At first, he just scattered nails randomly on the road, but they kept getting knocked out by the construction trucks, so he drilled holes in the road. He put in expansion screws. He put the nails directly into the road, and he did this to add to the income of his garage. The man was at first a conscientious manager, but the construction of the resort in front of the road, this led to a drastic reduction in the number of cars. This indirectly affects the income of the garage. On this day, the couple were having lunch in front of the shop. Suddenly a construction truck passed by. It raised a lot of dust. The couple were furious. Mike slammed his bowl on the table. He ran to the site to seek compensation, but the site was built to code. It wasn't illegal. Mike's claim would not be accepted. He tried to talk to the manager, but was stopped by the workers. He accidentally knocked over the manager's daughter. The manager was furious. He was sent straight to the police. In the end, he didn't get a penny. He was also educated by the police. When he came out of the police station, he was walking down the road in frustration. He noticed that a car had broken down on the side of the road. Out of professional habit, he instinctively went to have a look at it. Then he said it was just a few parts that had been replaced. It could be repaired and run for years, but Jack told him he needed a brand new one. That's like getting in the way of someone's money. That night Jack found Mike. Without saying a word, he came up and knocked Mike to the ground, but Mike had a lot of anger, and he was pissed off. So they got into a fight, and that's how Mike and Jack had a feud. Without a source of income, Mike's life had hit rock bottom. Luckily, there was no end in sight. That night Mike finally got a customer in his garage. The rear tire of his car had been punctured by a piece of iron. It was only a minor problem. It could have been repaired for a few bucks, but Mike saw this young couple as a good scam, so he asked for $500,000 for 2 tires. The owner knew he was being ripped off, but his girlfriend in the car kept pushing him to hurry up. The owner had to pay in order to hurry. With his income, Mike was in a better mood. He pulled off the small piece of iron with a pair of pliers. Something seemed to have occurred to him.